Gautama Buddha once said, "Live alone and do no evil. Be carefree like an elephant in the elephant forest." In this video, we'll explore the 11 advantages of living alone through the lens of Buddhist philosophy. From embracing silence to enjoying complete freedom, each aspect reflects the profound teachings of the Buddha on self-reliance, detachment, and inner wisdom. Join us as we journey into the heart of solitude, guided by the timeless wisdom of Buddhism, and discover the transformative power of living alone. Advantage number 1. One can enjoy the silence. Living alone offers a unique opportunity to bask in the blissful embrace of silence. In a world filled with noise and distractions, solitude provides a sanctuary where one can retreat into the depths of their own being. Drawing from Buddhist principles of meditation and introspection, we come to understand the profound significance of silence in cultivating tranquility and mental clarity. In the stillness of solitude, the incessant chatter of the mind begins to quieten, allowing us to access a deeper state of inner peace. Just as the Buddha sought refuge under the Bodhi tree to attain enlightenment, we too can find solace in the serenity of our own company. Through the practice of mindfulness, we learn to observe our thoughts without judgment, gradually unraveling the tangled knots of our mind. In the silence, we discover a profound sense of clarity that cuts through the noise of the external world. Freed from the distractions of everyday life, we are able to see things as they truly are, unclouded by the biases and preconceptions that often plague our perception. This clarity of mind allows us to navigate life with greater wisdom and discernment, making decisions that are aligned with our deepest values and aspirations. Moreover, the silence of solitude opens the door to a deeper connection with ourselves and the world around us. In the absence of external stimuli, we are able to tune into the subtle rhythms of our own heartbeat and the gentle whispers of nature. It is in these moments of profound stillness that we come to recognize our interconnectedness with all living beings, fostering a sense of compassion and empathy that transcends the boundaries of the self. In essence, the ability to enjoy silence is not merely a luxury afforded by living alone, but a fundamental aspect of the human experience that lies at the heart of Buddhist teachings. By embracing the solitude of our own company, we can tap into the infinite reservoir of peace that resides within us, finding refuge in the profound silence of our own being. Advantage number 2, no more rules. One of the liberating aspects of living alone is the freedom from the constraints of societal expectations and norms. In a world where conformity often reigns supreme, solitude offers a precious opportunity to break free from the shackles of external standards and live according to one's own principles. Societal rules and norms can often feel like suffocating walls, dictating how we should behave, what we should aspire to, and even who we should be. However, when we embrace solitude, we step outside of this rigid framework and reclaim our autonomy. No longer bound by the expectations of others, we are free to chart our own course and live authentically. This freedom from external rules allows us to tap into our inner compass and discover what truly brings us joy and fulfillment. Rather than striving to fit into predetermined molds, we can explore our passions, interests, and values without fear of judgment or rejection. In doing so, we cultivate a sense of self-confidence and self-worth that is rooted in our own authenticity. Living alone also offers the opportunity to challenge conventional notions of success and happiness. In a world that often equates success with material wealth and status, solitude reminds us that true fulfillment lies not in external achievements, but in the richness of our inner lives. By prioritizing our own well-being and personal growth over societal approval, we pave the way for a more meaningful and fulfilling existence. In essence, the absence of external rules in solitude is not a license for recklessness or irresponsibility, but a call to embrace our inherent freedom and autonomy. By living according to our own principles rather than external standards, we reclaim our agency and pave the way for a life that is truly our own. Advantage number 3, no need to share anything. Living alone brings with it a sense of simplicity and autonomy that is unparalleled. One of the most immediate advantages is the freedom from the need to share anything with others. In a world where sharing is often considered a virtue, solitude offers a refreshing departure from this norm. From household chores to personal belongings, living alone means that everything is yours and yours alone. There's no need to negotiate or compromise with others over how to divide responsibilities or possessions. Instead, you have the freedom to organize your space and your life according to your own preferences and priorities. This autonomy extends beyond material possessions to encompass all aspects of life, including relationships. In Buddhism, there is a profound emphasis on detachment from material possessions and relationships as a means to attain inner peace and enlightenment. Living alone provides a tangible expression of this principle, allowing us to cultivate a sense of independence and self-reliance that is essential for spiritual growth. Detachment from material possessions and relationships does not mean isolation or loneliness. Rather, it is about finding freedom and contentment within ourselves, independent of external circumstances. By embracing solitude, we learn to find fulfillment in our own company, rather than relying on others to provide it for us. In essence, the absence of the need to share anything in solitude is not a deprivation, but a liberation. It allows us to simplify our lives, cultivate a sense of autonomy, and deepen our connection with ourselves. By letting go of the need for external validation and approval, we pave the way for a more authentic and fulfilling existence. Advantage number 4, only one's decision matters. Living alone grants the profound empowerment of making decisions solely for oneself. In solitude, there's no need to seek validation or approval from others, nor is there a requirement to compromise one's desires to accommodate different perspectives. Instead, every decision becomes an act of self-expression and self-reliance in alignment with Buddhist teachings on inner wisdom and autonomy. Buddhism emphasizes the importance of self-reliance and personal responsibility in the pursuit of enlightenment. By making decisions based on our own inner guidance rather than external influences, we cultivate a deeper sense of self-awareness and authenticity. In solitude, we have the freedom to listen to the whispers of our own intuition, trusting that it will lead us on the path to greater fulfillment and understanding. Moreover, living alone provides an opportunity to take ownership of our lives in a profound way. Without the need to defer to others or consider their preferences, we become the architects of our own destiny. Each decision becomes a reflection of our values, priorities, and aspirations, guiding us towards a life that is aligned with our deepest truths. This sense of autonomy and self-determination is incredibly empowering. It liberates us from the constraints of external expectations and allows us to live with a sense of purpose and conviction. In making decisions solely for ourselves, we reclaim our agency and assert our right to live life on our own terms. In essence, the empowerment of making decisions solely for oneself in solitude is not about selfishness or disregard for others, but about honoring the wisdom and insight that resides within each of us. By trusting in our own judgment and intuition, we cultivate a deeper sense of self-reliance and inner peace, paving the way for a life that is truly our own. Advantage number 5, no need to compromise. Living alone liberates us from the necessity of compromise, allowing us to make decisions in alignment with our personal integrity and authenticity. In solitude, there's no need to negotiate or concede to accommodate the preferences of others. Instead, every decision becomes a reflection of our true selves, free from the constraints of external expectations. Compromise is often seen as a necessary component of interpersonal relationships, requiring us to find common ground and make concessions to maintain harmony. However, in solitude, we have the freedom to prioritize our own needs and desires without the fear of disappointing or inconveniencing others. This freedom from compromise fosters a deep sense of personal integrity and authenticity in decision-making. Rather than bending to the will of others or conforming to external standards, we can act in accordance with our own values and principles. This alignment between our actions and our inner truth is essential for cultivating a sense of inner peace and fulfillment. Moreover, living without the need to compromise allows us to cultivate a deeper sense of self-respect and self-love. When we honor our own needs and desires without reservation, we affirm our inherent worth and value as individuals. This affirmation lays the foundation for a life that is rooted in authenticity and self-empowerment. In essence, the freedom from compromise and solitude is not about selfishness or disregard for others, but about honoring the truth of who we are. By embracing our personal integrity and authenticity in decision-making, we pave the way for a life that is truly aligned with our deepest values and aspirations. Advantage number 6, complete freedom. Living alone bestows upon us the extraordinary gift of complete freedom. It is an invitation to embrace liberation and self-expression, echoing fundamental Buddhist principles of freedom from attachment and desire. In solitude, the constraints that bind us to external expectations are lifted, allowing us to unfold our wings and soar into a life of true independence. Buddhism teaches that liberation comes from releasing attachments to transient aspects of life, understanding that true freedom arises from within. Living independently mirrors this philosophy, as it enables us to break free from societal norms, expectations, and the desire for external validation. The pursuit of a life without external constraints aligns with the Buddhist concept of finding freedom within ourselves. In the realm of solitude, every decision, every action, and every moment is an expression of our authentic self. This complete freedom allows us to explore our passions, indulge our curiosity, and shape our lives in a way that resonates with our innermost desires. The absence of external pressures grants us the autonomy to define our own path and purpose. Furthermore, the freedom found in solitude fosters a profound sense of self-discovery. Without the influence of external opinions or societal norms, we can delve deep into the recesses of our own being, uncovering hidden talents, passions, and facets of our identity that may have remained obscured in the company of others. This journey of self-discovery aligns with Buddhist teachings on the path to enlightenment, emphasizing the importance of knowing oneself deeply. In essence, the complete freedom experienced in solitude is not merely an absence of external constraints, but a powerful opportunity for self-realization and liberation. By embracing independence, we align ourselves with the core tenets of Buddhism, finding freedom not in the external world, but within the vast and boundless landscape of our own consciousness. Advantage 7, can decide one's own decor. Living alone offers the delightful advantage of being the sole architect of one's living space. The freedom to decide one's own decor becomes a canvas for personal expression, aligning with the Buddhist concept of mindfulness in everyday surroundings. In solitude, our living space becomes a reflection of our inner world, an intimate sanctuary where every element is chosen with intention and care. Decorating one's own space is more than just a visual endeavor. It's an act of self-love and self-awareness. In Buddhism, the practice of mindfulness extends beyond meditation into the everyday aspects of life. Personalizing our living environment becomes a mindful practice, a conscious effort to create a space that resonates with our own energy and brings joy to our daily existence. The joy of deciding one's decor lies in the ability to surround oneself with objects that hold personal significance and meaning. Each piece becomes a reflection of our journey, our values, and our aesthetic preferences. This intentional curation fosters a sense of ownership over our space, creating an environment that supports our well-being and nourishes our spirit. Moreover, the process of deciding one's decor becomes a meditative practice in itself. It invites us to be present in the moment, considering the textures, colors, and arrangements that bring us a sense of peace and comfort. In this way, the act of personalizing our living space becomes an embodiment of mindfulness, a tangible expression of our commitment to creating a harmonious and balanced life. In essence, the joy of deciding one's own decor in solitude is not just about aesthetics. It's a profound practice in self-awareness and mindfulness. By taking charge of our surroundings, we create a space that is not only visually pleasing, but also deeply aligned with our innermost self, contributing to a sense of tranquility and well-being in our daily lives. Advantage number 8, no need to wait. Late at night, living alone affords the luxury of managing one's own schedule without the need to consider the needs or preferences of others. This includes the freedom from waiting late at night for others to return home or accommodate their schedules. This autonomy echoes the principles of self-care and balance in Buddhist practice, emphasizing the importance of prioritizing our own well-being and inner peace. In solitude, we have the freedom to structure our days according to our own rhythms and priorities. There's no need to wait anxiously for others to arrive home or adjust our plans to accommodate their schedules. This independence allows us to cultivate a sense of self-reliance and agency over our time, enabling us to focus on activities that nurture our body, mind, and spirit. Self-care is a fundamental aspect of Buddhist practice, rooted in the understanding that nurturing ourselves allows us to show up more fully for others and the world around us. By managing our own schedule in solitude, we create space for activities that replenish and rejuvenate us, whether it's engaging in meditation, exercise, creative pursuits, or simply enjoying moments of quiet reflection. Furthermore, the freedom from waiting late at night reflects the importance of balance in Buddhist teachings. In a world that often glorifies busyness and productivity, solitude offers a sanctuary where we can find equilibrium between activity and rest, engagement and solitude. By honoring our need for rest and rejuvenation, we cultivate a sense of harmony and well-being that permeates every aspect of our lives. In essence, the convenience and autonomy of managing one's own schedule in solitude is not just about practicality. It's a profound practice in self-care and balance. By prioritizing our own well-being and inner peace, we create a foundation for a life that is grounded in mindfulness, compassion, and authentic connection with ourselves and others. Advantage number 9, complete privacy. One of the most cherished advantages of living alone is the gift of complete privacy. In solitude, we create a sanctuary where we are free from the prying eyes and ears of others, allowing us to dive deep into introspection and spiritual growth. This value of solitude and privacy echoes the core principles of Buddhist practices of meditation and self-reflection, where the journey inward is paramount to attaining enlightenment. Privacy offers us the space and freedom to explore the depths of our own consciousness without distraction or interruption. In the quietude of solitude, we can engage in practices of self-reflection, contemplation, and meditation with undivided attention. This introspective journey allows us to uncover the layers of our psyche, confront our fears and insecurities, and cultivate greater self-awareness and understanding. In Buddhism, the path to enlightenment is paved through the practice of mindfulness and introspection. Solitude provides the ideal environment for these practices to flourish, offering a refuge from the noise and distractions of the external world. In the privacy of our own space, we can delve into the recesses of our mind with a sense of openness and curiosity, uncovering profound insights and wisdom along the way. Moreover, privacy fosters a sense of autonomy and empowerment in our spiritual journey. Without the need to conform to external expectations or seek approval from others, we can explore our spirituality in a deeply personal and authentic way. This freedom allows us to forge a direct connection with our innermost selves and the divine, transcending the limitations of ego and identity. In essence, the value of complete privacy and solitude is not just about physical seclusion. It's about creating a sacred space for inner transformation and spiritual growth. By embracing solitude and privacy, we open ourselves to the profound teachings of Buddhism, finding liberation and enlightenment in the depths of our own being. Advantage number 10. No need to greet anyone. Living alone liberates us from the social obligations and expectations of greeting others, offering a sense of simplicity and peace that resonates with Buddhist teachings on detachment from ego and identity. In solitude, there's no need to perform the rituals of social interaction, allowing us to embrace the purity of our own presence and the quiet joy of being. Social greetings are often seen as a necessary formality in our interactions with others, a way to acknowledge their presence and convey goodwill. However, in solitude, we are freed from these external expectations, allowing us to exist in a state of pure authenticity and simplicity. There's no need to project a certain image or cater to the expectations of others. We can simply be ourselves, unencumbered by the constraints of social niceties. This freedom from social obligations fosters a sense of peace and contentment in solitude. Without the need to constantly engage with others or navigate the complexities of social dynamics, we can immerse ourselves fully in the present moment, savoring the quietude and serenity of our own company. This simplicity of being aligns with Buddhist teachings on detachment from ego and identity, reminding us that true peace is found in letting go of the need for external validation and recognition. Moreover, the absence of the need to greet anyone in solitude invites us to cultivate a deeper connection with ourselves. In the quiet moments of solitude, we can turn inward and listen to the whispers of our own soul, gaining insights and wisdom that are often drowned out by the noise of social interaction. This introspective journey leads us to a deeper understanding of ourselves and our place in the world, fostering a sense of inner peace and fulfillment that transcends the transient pleasures of social validation. In essence, the freedom from social greetings in solitude is not about isolation or indifference towards others. It's about embracing the purity and simplicity of our own presence, in alignment with the profound teachings of Buddhism. By letting go of the need for external validation and recognition, we find true peace and contentment in the quiet depths of our own being. Advantage 11. Total control in one's life. Living alone grants the profound advantage of total control over one's life, embodying the empowerment of taking full responsibility for one's choices and actions. This autonomy is a cornerstone of Buddhist practice, emphasizing the importance of self-awareness and accountability in the pursuit of enlightenment. Total control in one's life means that every decision, every action, and every outcome is a direct result of our own choices and efforts. In solitude, there's no one else to blame or credit for the trajectory of our lives. We are the masters of our own destiny. This realization is both liberating and empowering, as it invites us to step into our power and embrace the fullness of our potential. In Buddhism, self-awareness is the key to transcending the cycle of suffering and attaining true liberation. By taking full responsibility for our lives, we cultivate a deep sense of introspection and self-reflection, allowing us to uncover the root causes of our suffering and work towards transformation. Total control in one's life becomes a catalyst for growth and evolution as we harness our inner strength and wisdom to navigate the challenges and opportunities that arise. Moreover, total control in one's life fosters a profound sense of accountability. Without the safety net of external influences or excuses, we are forced to confront the consequences of our actions with honesty and integrity. This accountability is essential for cultivating a life that is aligned with our deepest values and aspirations, as it encourages us to live with integrity and authenticity in every aspect of our lives. In essence, the empowerment of total control in one's life in solitude is not about exerting dominance or control over others. It's about embracing the sovereignty of our own existence. By taking full responsibility for our choices and actions, we reclaim our agency and authorship in the story of our lives, paving the way for a journey of self-discovery, growth, and fulfillment. Conclusion. In conclusion, let us reflect on another timeless quote by Gautama Buddha: "The mind is everything. What you think you become." Through the exploration of the 11 advantages of living alone, inspired by Buddhist principles, we are reminded of the profound wisdom that lies within each of us. In solitude, we find the space to cultivate peace, authenticity, and self-awareness, paving the path to true liberation and enlightenment. May we continue to embrace the gifts of solitude and mindfulness in our journey towards inner peace and fulfillment.